Hey everybody, welcome to The Watcher. I'm Marvel.com Associate Editor Ben Morse. I have a very special guest with me here today, X-Men Senior Editor and Das Wunderkind of the Marvel Office, Nick Lowe. Nick, great to have you on the show. Thanks for being here.
It is great to be here, Ben.
Fantastic,
My
man.
pleasure.
Now, your X-Men, have spent the past few months schisming, splitting apart. Now they are regenesisizing.
They are regenesisming.
Regenesisming, so it's a little bit of the schism.
A little bit.
All right.
Yeah.
So we've got X-Men on opposite coasts. Last week we had Wolverine the X-Men #1.
Ooh, boy, did we.
Set in Westchester, New York, with Wolverine reopening the Jean Grey School.
Yep.
And this week we had Uncanny X-Men #1.
Oh, Nelly.
With Cyclops and his Utopia team.
His extinction team.
His extinction team on Utopia.
Indeed.
Now, for folks who are rightly looking at this as a great time to jump on the X-Men books with awesome #1 issues and more to come, what would you say to the laymen out there, laymen and laywomen, is the core difference between Wolverine and Cyclops' philosophies right now that has caused this schism?
Absolutely. Well, Wolverine's main focus is on the children, the young people of the universe. He wants to build an environment where they can learn and grow and make a choice as to what they want to be. If they want to be a soldier in an army, they can be a soldier in an army. If they want to be a Wall Street banker, they can be a Wall Street banker. If they want to be a Wall Street protester, they can be a Wall Street protester. He wants them to be able to run the gamut of what they can do. Whereas Cyclops, his group of X-Men is an army. If you're with him, you're part of the army. No one's too young to be part of it. There's no age limit. Except for maybe like 4 and below, perhaps. But hey,
You should explore that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Maybe I will.
Yeah.
Maybe I will. But Cyclops doesn't feel he has the luxury
Right.
of being able to turn away anyone who wants to be a soldier. There are fewer mutants than ever, and they're in more danger than ever, and he needs every hand on deck, and he's not going to turn away someone just because they're 16 as opposed to 18, just because they're 14. If they can be of assistance, he's going to use them. A lot of people see this schism wrongly as just pacifism or war-mongering, I suppose. Whereas that's not the case at all. Just because Wolverine is starting a school and protecting his kids doesn't mean he's going to be any less of Wolverine. He's still going out and kicking ass and taking names. He won't all of a sudden, pull back from killing a guy who he thinks deserves to die just because he's trying to help some kids. He's trying to make it so the kids don't have to do that until they decide it's what they want to do.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Say Nick Lowe, uncannily good-looking Marvel editor, was instead Nick Lowe, mutant superhero with super grooming
Yeah.
ability or something like that.
That's my mutant ability.
Right. Which side do you fall on?
I wish I could fall on Wolverine's side.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could, and were I an X-Man, I would hope to fall on Wolverine's side, but I think I would honestly fall on Cyclops' side.
Interesting.
When your back is up against the wall as a species, or I often will try to use a metaphor, or use the metaphor as a verb even. Hey, why not? I'll metaphor the crap out of this.
Right. You just regenesis that.
Exactly.
Regenesis.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
If this were my family, and if I were just the human race, I wouldn't turn away a kid who knows how to fight to help protect us.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I could. I blame Cyclops for doing that, and I think I'd want to fight with him because I think with him is the best chance for the survival of mutant kind.
Nick, thanks so much for
Ben,
being here.
it's a pleasure.
We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Uncanny X-Men #1, Wolverine and the X-Men #1 are on stands right now, as are new issues of Generation Hope,
Indeed.
New Mutants, X-Men with no adjective,
Indeed.
X-Men Legacy, Uncanny X-Force, X-Factor, Astonishing X-Men,
Yep.
Wolverine,
And the X-Men.
well,
You
I
already
said
well,
that. Plain
fine.
Wolverine too. I
Yeah,
know you
Wolverine.
don't edit it. It doesn't
Yep,
mean it
Wolverine.
doesn't serve some love.
It certainly
It's a
does.
good book.
They're dragons in that book right now.
Dragons and Wolverine.
Dragons.
Dragons and Wolverine.
Dragons and Wolverine.
Anyways, if you wanna hear more from Nick, you can follow him on Twitter. I believe it's Nick_Lowe_.
Indeed.
So check
Come
that
follow.
out.
Come
And
follow me.
and keep picking up the X books. Keep following Nick. Keep following us, and we'll see you real soon here on The Watcher.
The Watcher.
Now it's time for Stack Attack, where we take a look at just a few of the comics coming next Wednesday, November 9th. Up first, Avenging Spider-Man #1 by Zeb Wells and Joe Madureira, teaming the Web-Slinger with the Red Hulk in the first of a series of guest stars in this exciting new Spider-Man saga. Remember, if you pick up Avenging Spider-Man #1 in print, you also get a code to get a free digital copy. In Battle Scars #1, meet Marcus Johnson, the most important new character in the Marvel Universe, but not even he's sure why. What's got Captain America, Taskmaster, and dozens of others looking for Marcus? Find out thanks to writer Chris Yost, artist Scott Eaton, as well as Cullen Bunn, Matt Fraction, and more. Finally, Point 1 is the Rosetta Stone for the Marvel Universe in 2012. Introducing new characters as well as providing a glimpse into the future of the Avengers and more, this one-shot will pave the way for everything that's coming up. Creators such as Jeff Loeb, Ed McGuinness, Ed Brubaker, Brian Michael Bendis, Brian Hitch, and several more contribute to this very, very special one-shot. You need to get this book so you can appreciate what comes next. Thanks for joining us this week for The Watcher. Remember, for a full list of comics on sale and all the news you could ever need on movies, TV, clothing, music, basically anything related to Marvel, you can always hit up marvel.com. And make sure you download our new weekly podcast, This Week in Marvel, in which myself and Agent M recap everything that's come out this week in terms of product. We talk about news, we get into a little fun. It's a good time, we'll hope you'll enjoy it. I'm Marvel.com Associate Editor Ben Morse. This is Marvel, it's your universe. See you later.
Marvel, your universe.